Why, hello, welcome. I am Lady Genesis, and this is the Art Realm of Genesis. I decided for this video I would take this sketch that I drew and turn it into a spring piece. So let's get started. A little backstory to this piece: my husband had challenged me to draw a character in a kimono. And I said, well, I draw a lot of fantasy characters, so why not draw an alien chick in a kimono? Well, and to the best of my abilities and in my style. And that is what inspired this whole idea in the first place. I would say it's one of my alien chicks coming to visit for spring and getting the full experience of it. I guess in some ways this can count as a digital sketchbook piece, but I just wanted her to be like a welcome to spring piece. And I don't know if you can hear jingle bells in the background, but if you do, those are my cats. It's late at night and they caught the zoomies, so they're running around being little busybodies. The last few episodes, I know I've been tracing over my original pieces, which is something I don't normally do, but I was going straight forward for what was sketched. For this piece, I re-sketched the entire thing instead of tracing what I already had, because that sketch in the sketchbook was just more of an inspiration piece to figure out what I was doing, and then I was going to re-sketch it. Also, I chose to leave my lines kind of sketchy in this piece. I normally would clean them up, but I thought it added a certain type of charm to it, and I left it. For this piece, I was going for a more pastel-y vibe. Pastels are kind of hard for me to work with because I normally love my colors to stand out and just pop and be like, I'm here. So I was very mindful with the way I blushed her skin, all the way down to the colors I picked. Everything was very intentional. I also Googled a lot of cherry blossom color palettes, and I took a little bit from here and there for inspiration and compiled my own color palette to work with. I also chose greenish blue for the skin because I thought it would be a nice complement to all the pinks I was about to use. The blue that I chose for her hair was actually one of the colors from one of the palettes that I was looking at. I also dusted a little purple at the tips of her hair too. Well, that's all I have to say for now. I'm going to sit back and relax and let you enjoy the rest of the video, and I will be back towards the end. Enjoy. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. I am going to name this charming young lady Rumi. So the piece is called Rumi in Spring. If you happen to like this episode, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. All of this helps my tiny little channel grow, and I deeply appreciate all of it. So thank you so much. Also, as a reminder, I do have a Patreon. It is 18 plus, but it is there in case you want to see my other work. But overall, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and look out for next week because we're going into Mermay, and I am so excited, and I hope you are too. But I will see you next week, and take it easy. Stay safe out there. Love you all. Bye.